Dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum, good evening. Talking about the pillars of Islam, we discover that there are 6 pillars of faith. Pillars of faith. One of them is believing in the hereafter. At the appearance of reflecting about that, we think that believing in the hereafter can bring sadness and negative feelings. Actually, the opposite is the truth, because when we believe in Allah, the Almighty Allah, and we believe that the Almighty Allah creates everything with wisdom, we understand that believing in the hereafter, on the day of resurrection, the day of judgment, the day of reckoning, life after death, we see that that is the most positive pillar of faith. Why? Because when a Muslim believes in the hereafter, this faith will educate him to have a high level of self-control, and will help a Muslim to be more disciplined between him and the Almighty Allah Ta'ala. That means that a Muslim will behave between him, first of all, between him and Allah. He will control himself wherever he is, even when he is alone. Some people maybe can transgress when they are alone, can steal, can cheat when they are alone. But believing in the hereafter educates a Muslim from his inside to respect values and Islamic teachings, even when he is alone, even when there is nobody with him. That's why believing in the hereafter has educated people during our Islamic civilization. When the man came to Uthman ibn Affan, the third caliph of Islam, and he brought to him an amount of money, a huge amount of money, but he covered his face. When Uthman asked him to reveal his name, he told him that I didn't do it for you. I have done it for the sake of Allah. Since Allah, the Almighty Allah, knows me, I don't need to be known from anyone. This is how people became disciplined, highly disciplined, to respect people's properties, to respect the limits of Islamic teachings, to behave with trust. They became entrusted with the responsibilities, high responsibilities, during our Islamic civilization, and that's why we didn't have problems of stealing or cheating or transgressing the orders during our Islamic civilization, unless there were some exceptions, that's all. So believing in the hereafter, this is how life becomes complete. Why? Because in this world, there are people who oppress the others. There are people who transgress the others. There are nations who invaded other countries, other people countries, invaded other people's lands and properties. There are people who killed millions maybe of persons, millions of people. There are people who killed thousands of children. There are people who killed thousands of women and men and old people. So if there was no day of resurrection, if there is no day of the life after death, it is like this life will look like incomplete. So that's why, with the wisdom of Allah, we understand that believing in the hereafter, the day of resurrection, is a sign of Allah's mercy. Of Allah's mercy, with the mercy of Allah, there is Yawmuddin, the day of reward and the day of punishment. People who left this world and they didn't pay their atrocities, their crimes, there will be a day of resurrection where they will pay their duties towards the others, where they will be punished, a severe punishment, severe torment in the hellfire for the crimes they have committed against humanity, either during wars, during invasions, during transgressions, their transgressions in this world. This is not the end. Maybe some people think that this is the end. Actually, the Holy Quran teaches us that this is just a beginning. This life will be completed with another day of resurrection, another day of judgment, where people will be judged for their deeds, their actions, and believers will be rewarded for their patience, for their sacrifices. That's why the Holy Quran says, وَلَا تَحْسَبَنَّ الَّذِينَ قُتِلُوا فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ أَمْوَاتًا بَلْ أَحْيَاءٌ عِنْدَ رَبِّهِمْ يُرْزَقُونَ. So those who were killed for the sake of Allah, in the way of Allah, they will be also rewarded in the hereafter, because they have sacrificed their lives for the sake of Allah, to defend their lands, to defend their dignity, to defend their values, to defend their mosques, to defend their properties in the hereafter. So believing in the hereafter gives strength to a believer, to a Muslim especially, that this life is not everything, and this life is not limited just like that, but there is a continuity, there will be a continuity on the day of resurrection, either by reward or by punishment. So also it teaches the believing in the hereafter, teaches people to fear Allah wherever they are, and to behave with people nicely, and to follow bad deeds by good deeds, as the Prophet Muhammad mentioned in his hadith, right? Fear Allah wherever you are, follow bad deeds with good deeds, it will rub it, and behave with people nicely. These are the Islamic values, how a believer should behave in this world to be rewarded and to deserve the reward of the Almighty Allah on that day, right? And believing in the hereafter especially teaches us that there is a divine justice. There is a divine justice where everything will become in its place, where we will understand many differences which have been misunderstood in this world, in this dunya, in this world. Allah the Almighty will inform us about those differences and about what the conflict we had in this world on the Day of Judgment, everything will be revealed. There will be no secrets on the day of judgment. يومئذ تعرضون لا تخفى منكم خافية. So this is how Islam educates a human being to be highly disciplined, to be educated, to do only good things, and to have good traces in this world, and to leave his place after leaving this world clean and honorable with a high level of dignity. May Allah reward everyone for his good deeds, and may Allah Ta'ala punish those who have committed crimes in this world against mankind. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.